Is there a podcast with laugh tracks?
I don't know.
Trademark TM. He's upside down, so they're like, he's holding on by. This is what people could look like in the year 2000.
So the Bachelorette gets canceled because Taylor Paul gets canceled.
We're gonna be with Gerald by then.
We're gonna be with Gerald the Dolphin.
Too late, don't wait. Take care of your mental health. Take control of the cards that you was dealt. You can make it far, hey, don't doubt yourself. Every time you fail, just take it as a win. Keep in mind that we all learning.
Hello, welcome to the CayVin Universe. My name is Whitefoot. We were just talking about
Literally.
how my sandals are ripping because my feet are so damn wide. Every pair of shoes.
We've had them for like 2 months.
Yeah, everything that I have just gets destroyed so quickly. And it's the first thing is to bust out the seams on the side. I destroy every pair of shoes or boots or anything because I'm a old wide foot over here. Well.
Okay, and then you want to get at me for always sneezing.
Oh, okay. Go back in the episodes. Like 80% of the time, you're sneezing and hacking and coughing. And
No, you're coughing. A button for every time we mark it.
Right. Well, anyway, welcome back to the #1 podcast in the multiverse. Thank you for spending your day with us and letting us be a part of your day. What do you want to start with? We got another catch-up episode. We got a bunch of pics and reels.
Yes, so we can basically start off with that we are recording this after The Bachelorette got canceled. And if you know me...
It's supposed to be on tonight?
Yes, exactly. It was supposed to air tonight, but instead they're airing American Idol reruns. So nobody is freaking watching that. But so The Bachelorette gets canceled because Taylor Paul gets canceled. She basically is on camera. Her ex released these terrible videos of her being abusive, and I don't condone it whatsoever, but he's crazy too, so they're just very toxic for each other.
Dude, huh?
I'm not blaming the dude.
Throwing a chair at him.
Yes, I know.
And,
the only thing she did wrong, I feel, was of course, her daughter being there. That's the #1 thing, was just what the fuck? You should know better, being a grown-ass woman. But let the anger get the best of you, and that happened. So it's very unfortunate, but I don't know if it's just me. I know it's not just me, because TikTok, I'm not the only one that was really looking forward to watching this. What the? Of course. She's got to be everywhere.
Yeah.
Bring out something new, but
yeah,
I was just really looking forward to watching this, so it's pretty unfortunate that this all had to happen, but I mean, I guess she had it coming, so.
Damn.
Yeah.
The old Mormon whores, huh?
They strike again.
They strike again. Dang, but that's so vindictive and so, calculated of him to do it right before it's about to air.
See, even you see it a little bit. I think everybody does. But yeah, it was literally right before it's supposed to air, and on their son's birthday, too. I don't know if I read that, so.
Yeah, that's another layer of kind of F you in there. And then people are actually freaking out and be like, oh, if they canceled each season of the NFL... Wait, what is... Can you read this? Sorry.
Can't even read? It's what? NFL?
I was trying to focus on listening to what the sound said, to pausing it, to reading it. I don't know.
Yeah, so it basically says, which I totally 100% agree with, if they canceled each season of football every time an NFL player was caught committing acts of domestic violence, we'd still be waiting on Super Bowl I.
Not the same thing, homegirl. Not the same thing. Now, we had a mini conversation about this, and I was like, we'll see for the podcast. That would be kind of crazy. If they were to, it would be equivalent to them canceling the team.
Yeah. The
whole production of the team for the season, not the whole NFL, because, come on.
Right.
But that would be crazy. Can you imagine an NFL where they, if a player screwed up or something like that, some big allegation, they just canceled the whole team for the rest of the season? They're like, you guys are out.
Mm-hmm. It's like when one messes up, everybody has to deal with it.
Yeah, who were you just telling me?
Stephon Diggs. The Patriots would have been done for this past season.
Oh, my God. And can you imagine the craziness? It's like they get taken out of the Super Bowl right before because of allegations, and then another team fills its spot, like the Bills came back in, or the Broncos came back in and filled the spot. Or Texans. Yeah, that would actually make the NFL another layer of craziness and interesting.
Yeah,
but
drama.
Yeah, but I think it would be too easy to rig, because then you can just tell a player screw up, and then the whole team's canceled. So yeah, I think it'd be easy to rig, and then probably a lot more problems with that. So
yeah, that is true. But no, I feel like it's something with the NFL, with an NFL player every year. So on and off season.
Oh, brother, but I'm sucking it. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. For context, this is Nick Jonas's wife, if you didn't know.
Who's Paprika?
Paprika?
What's her name?
Priyanka.
Oh, Priyanka.
Yeah, so basically, look, same guy with the bun.
Oh my God, the old man bun.
Same guy with a bun, and that's what people are saying is that it's obvious that that was all rigged and that she hired those autographers because who is asking for autographs in this year?
And by
this
Paprika.
day and age.
Who's
Who
asking?
wants Paprika's autograph?
What? People actually do that?
Yeah, no, only Priyanka.
I was actually going to say that's actually smart, fake it till you make it type shit. But it's like when you was like, who's even signs autographed? I was like, oh.
Yeah, because I feel like nowadays it's like people will ask for like selfies or like if it's an autograph, it's like on a merch or something like that. Like not like a piece of paper. Like what are you going to do with that? They're going to end up running out of toilet paper and wiping their ass with it.
Yeah, nowadays it would be equivalent to selfies, but then you would see, and then it's like, but see, you'd be able to track that down because you'd be like, oh, okay, let's see if that guy posted the selfie, and then like, yeah, because you have to like every person that takes a selfie with her, you want like you could basically track it down to them posting it.
Yeah,
and
I
so
guess
then
that's true.
There would be no digital footprint of that, so you can't fake selfies.
Yeah, or I can put in AI that I want a selfie with Priyanka Chopra and it'll come up.
You can do the Will Smith version.
The Will Smith or the John Laurinaitis.
Remember I pitched that to you on one of our podcast pitch meetings? No, I pitched that to you. I was like, what if we filled in like a digital AI audience just for funsies, like a laugh track,
like we're in a live studio.
We had like we're a sitcom. No podcast has done that. Is there a podcast with laugh tracks?
I don't know.
We might need to start doing that. We
trademark
TM. That's how it goes. Copyright, trademark, TM,
VAV.
Stamped, VAV, CayVin Universe, or what's the other one? Gimmick
GoldenEye
infringement.
Productions.
Yeah.
You suck.
We're gonna be the podcast with a laugh track. Laugh track.
We should try it out if it's not too. I think we'd have to hear it, see if it's cringy or not.
We'll do a special laugh track episode. We'll start here. Hopefully nobody steals our idea and does a laugh track in the next week.
Usually that happens. It happens that way, but hopefully not.
There's so many gimmick podcasts. So many gimmick podcasts now. And not to hate. I mean, that's cool if you thought of it. That's your gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like last meals and freaking come on this podcast and drink with me, or we're doing this podcast in a coffin, or we're
gonna cook this podcast.
Yeah, so we're gonna cook, or you're gonna sit down and watch me cook and eat my food. This podcast, I'm gonna create a podcast where I'm sitting in a stall next to somebody taking a shit, and we do a podcast. How about that? How about that be my gimmick podcast? Yes. TM copyright stamp. Maybe.
That's a record. 2 trademarks on a podcast.
My brains are going.
In under 5 minutes.
My creative brains are going, people.
Your creative juices are flowing.
My creative mush. Now, Spiderman. Do you want to watch the Spiderman trailer first or the Theo Von movie?
The Theo Von movie?
Yeah, let's see.
I gotta admit it, waiters are cool. I mean, the way they enter a room.
Hot plate. Ow! Shoot, wrong table.
What the fuck? And they make all the money.
I wanted to ask you if maybe I could get a raise or some benefits.
I don't think you remember a couple of years ago, I was giving you college credit.
Yeah, I should have been in college.
They steal your check.
I can get you whatever you want. I'm a waiter.
We're on the wrong end of the food chain, bud. They're on the food end. We're on the other end where the food comes out.
You and Mark are a bunch of shit-wrangling butt birds, and that's all y'all ever gonna be.
I just want to have a dad again.
We'll make it happen.
And I'm coming on this
BusBoys wanted.
You know BusBoys hatch into?
What?
Waiters. We go in there, we get a job, we're busboys for 3 days, they bump us up to waiters because we're killing it, and then we're nailing it, living the high life. What?
Is that Baton?
Carnage everywhere.
You like sports?
You know I do. Actually.
What's your waiter taste like? Your legs is making my day.
Nice hat, man. Is that traditional garb? What you talking about, man? It's a tourniquet.
Stop Titanic! Can you feel me pinching your nuts?
I actually can.
Call me Aunt Spank. I'll be in my attic.
Yeah! Tag me in, boss.
Where's my dick?
Hey, Busboys for life.
Busboys for life.
Wow.
Fuck you, motherfuckers.
I hope that movie does good because I like the Vaughn and Davis babe, but
I think, if I'm gonna be honest, I think just basically from what I can tell from the trailer is that I
you watched the whole movie?
I hope Theo Vaughn doesn't isn't too acting, you know what I mean?
Isn't too acting.
How do I?
Isn't too on his gimmick?
Or on his gimmick, or a bad actor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hope he at least does okay.
Yeah, you gotta give him some credit. He's not an actor, but I'm sure
he tried.
I mean, but I think the whole point is him, kind of being himself.
Yeah.
You know?
I am curious to see. I wonder why. I mean, I know they wrote the movie together, but there's a lot of other comedians that didn't really get credited in the trailer.
Yeah. There's gonna be a few cameos from a lot of comedians. A few from a lot of comedians.
Yeah.
There's gonna be cameos from a lot of comedians. So I guess we'll just kind of see how it goes, people.
Yeah. Is it gonna be in theaters or streaming?
Did it say at the end? I think it might be in theaters, but they funded it. So honestly, I really hope it does good.
Only in theaters.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, so that might be worth to watch. I'm sure it'll be in streaming in a few months after.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll watch it when it comes on streaming.
So
there's just some movies that you can wait, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
But not Spider-Man.
Maybe, but not Spider-Man. I wasn't finished my thought. But
I'm sorry.
Damn, that was a good transition. We should. I was just gonna end with saying, yeah. What was I gonna see? Now I forgot.
Sorry.
No, I forgot it. No, it's all good. Here, let's try this.
I know how it feels.
I can't believe our first hit MIT. MJ, come on. Pretend like you're not the happiest you've ever been in your entire life.
I can't.
I knew it.
Hi, my name is Peter Parker. You don't remember me, but we used to know each other. Something bad was going to happen, and the only way to stop it was to make everyone forget about me. Because I'm not just Peter Parker. I'm Spider-Man.
What the hell, Frank? You just hit me with a van!
Quit your whimpering. Suit yourself. Mother.
Go home! And sometimes Spider-Man has to do the hard thing, even if it breaks Peter Parker's heart. What is happening to me? Excuse me, Dr. Banner. I need your help.
What did you say your name was? If DNA is mutating, it would be enormously dangerous.
Spiders have 3 life cycles. When between cycles, it can leave the spider vulnerable to threats.
We are faced with a danger that we can't control. One we can't even see.
Stay out of my way.
You're losing it, kid.
And for those spiders who make it through, it amounts to a kind of rebirth.
Man. Nice flowers.
Oh, they're a housewarming gift.
I'm MJ.
I'm just a neighbor from across the hall.
Friendly neighbor.
That's so cool.
Yes.
Yeah, you see a lot of villains in this thing, and then if we learned anything from the last Spider-Man movie, people were definitely saying this shot is edited because there should be, if you look at these guys, they're looking this way. There's going to be more people helping him in this fight. And Punisher doesn't make sense because why would he be jumping? So people are thinking Daredevil.
Ooh,
okay. The theories for this has been going wild.
Yes, I've been seeing a few too, but I'm curious to hear yours first.
Yeah, I just don't know. Like, there's so many routes they kind of can go. It's like the human spider route where he's actually turning to a human spider. I don't think they'll actually go because they're like, oh, what if these scenes are edited? Like, some people are like, that this part was edited and he has like 6 arms or 4 arms basically. Right? It would be 4. No, it would be an extra 4. Yeah, 6.
Yeah.
So that this shot is edited and he has more arms because he's going to turn into the human spider. I don't really believe in that.
Whoa.
I think there might be a scene when because basically that's the whole point, is like he's mutating. He's going through some kind of change that he needs to survive from. And then, there's people throwing, the symbiote is involved. Maybe, maybe not. Like, yeah, there's just so many ways you can go with it. I'm keeping an open mind at this point.
Yeah.
I just like that there's so many villains in it.
Yes.
You see Scorpion. You see Boomerang. They even said there's some villains that we might not be even seeing in the trailer. That Ned could be secretly a villain. That there's one shot where Ned has a bunch of Spider-Man pictures and shit on the wall, like he's investigating them.
Oh.
So yeah.
Well, yeah. People are speculating that he's gonna be. Is it Hobgoblin?
Yes.
Yes.
And I don't know who this dude is, but
that's gonna be probably her new love interest, and that part is gonna kill me.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so hard. It's probably so hard for him to watch.
Yeah, and of course you got Punisher.
Oh, but also too, in those episodes where they're at that party, she's wearing a necklace that Peter has given her.
Yep. So it's like, I don't know. And then it's crazy. It's like, did everyone really forget him? Like that episode with Bruce Banner, or the episode with Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
The part where Bruce Banner, because apparently there's something in the comics where that memory spell doesn't affect Hulk. So Bruce Banner doesn't know his Spider-Man is Peter Parker, but Hulk does. So it's like, that's what he's like, what was your name? Like, he really remembers him.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, it's like I said, a lot of theories. Only the first trailer and the fact that it's been talked about so much. It's like, people, this is going to be a big movie. So it's going to tie in a lot of the more of a neighborhood feel.
Right.
Like, whereas the past Avengers movies, like, they're in space, they're fighting, Thanos and all these other, giant matchups. But it's like, this is more of like a street level type what Spider-Man technically is supposed to be.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to space in this in this movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it kind of worked backwards for him, where he started with the big space fights and came down to the real friendly neighborhood. Whereas to Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield were more about that too.
Yeah.
So
that's so cool. It's gonna be so good.
Yeah. He's technically up there, like he's upside down. So they're like he's holding on by his ass. Like, what? He was upside. He's literally, what is he holding on? No, his hands.
I guess.
Holding on by his ass.
His ass. Jesus. Just watching their TikTok.
Right. They're like, why is he supposed to be broken? He has a Samsung Galaxy Z phone. All right, Patreon. We need to do a Patreon mention because, especially like, all right, Patreon. We need to do a Patreon mention, full-length, uncensored episodes, extended episodes. Like, I mean, for example, like the past 2 trailers we just watched. I'm not sure if we're gonna have those on YouTube or not. We're gonna have to cut them out. We'll see. But yeah, Patreon for free. You can get uncensored, extended episodes, and then get a little more cabbage $1 a month. Give us, we'll get you rather bonus episodes, bonus content, pre-podcast shenanigans, lost episodes, all the good stuff we put on there. We just put the old bioengineered butt ass on there, so check that out. Our lost episode talking about bioengineered food and butt ass. So, Dale Vaughn right here. No, I'm just kidding.
No, yeah, it's that kid from Toy Story.
Right?
What is this?
This is Mindy. So apparently scientists, doing all the research and stuff, came up with Mindy, who, if we evolve or, through adaptation of time, this is what people could look like in the year 2000.
Ugh.
So,
why so ugly?
So, yeah, you got a hunchback arch. You got a hunch. So you got a hunchback and neck. Because we're always slouching now. So can you imagine how bad we're going to be slouching in the future? A second eyelid. We're going to basically develop... If things were to... This is things... If things were to stay the same, I think things advance. So
yeah,
basically a second eyelid, basically for all the blue light from screens that we stare at. We're going to develop a second eyelid. Jesus. And then, of course, the text claw, a claw to hold a phone. See, this is like one of those ones I don't think we're going to be having that.
Yeah,
a phone like that in the year 3000.
No.
And then a thicker skull and smaller brain. Now, this might be true because, well, smaller brain, yeah, because we're using so many devices. We're going to not really need to use our brain so much. And a thicker skull from all the freaking things we can't see, like Wi-Fi signals, Bluetooth signals, 5G towers, all the things that could really be affecting our anatomy that we don't know.
Yeah.
So, and then, of course, the 90-degree elbow. See, this is more with people on laptops and maybe iPads and stuff.
Desk, I can see.
But yeah, see,
as I'm literally at a 90-degree angle.
Yep, literally, you're Mindy. No, I'm just kidding. What was this one? Oh yeah, just a thick neck to support the big, thick skull.
Wow.
So yeah, but I don't really think so. Like, who knows? Yeah, that's if devices stay the same how they are now. Then definitely that's true. But I think of anything, the most three that will probably most be true is a thicker skull, the second eyelid, because we're always going to be staring at probably screens now.
Yeah.
And probably the hunchback. You see a lot more people with it now.
Yeah, I don't know. They might need to rethink that, I feel, because they might need to add Mindy with some flippers and a scuba suit.
Oh my God, we're gonna be with Gerald by then.
We're gonna be with Gerald the Dolphin.
We're gonna be underwater with our dolphin paradise city. Yeah, this Gerald the Dolphin. Have y'all heard about this?
Crazy.
People? Put in the chat. No, I'm just kidding. See, this is why we need to do live.
Yes.
The Dolphins were satisfied with his work, his 3-day work of underwater construction. So they sent him back, and they'll be like, we'll be back to get you for phase 2, because they're not done there. And the crazy thing is, they sent him to the hospital, and he was just dehydrated, but there was no trauma to the head. There was no signs that he was, delirium or anything. Like, there was nothing going on with his mental. Like, he was perfectly fine. But the weirdest thing of all is, they did several tests on him, of course. So they found seawater and marine particles in his lungs, which puzzled the doctors because that suggested that he had extended exposure to seawater without typical lung damage. So what they found was basically information that let him know that he was very deep in the water and he didn't have any type of lung damage. And like I said, he said he was down there for 3 days. And another crazy thing about this whole thing is, this man has a master's in aerospace engineering. And he has previously worked on
knew his work.
Technology projects. So it was like
they knew who they were targeting.
Yeah, there was like load-bearing wall stuff.
Engineer that has worked in the deep sea.
Yeah, that's just crazy. And then you can look into it more. But yeah, just some of the things that they had whole maps with cities projected, like even down to like the framing necessary, like the load-bearing walls, like everything was even planned up to code. It wasn't like they're just throwing random things together. Yeah. And the guy's back. That's crazy.
It is really crazy.
That's just crazy. And the craziest part is, when you think like, oh, it kind of died down, you start seeing all these videos of, well, first of all, after this whole thing broke, I remember seeing videos of like the Coast Guard and freaking stuff out there, like looking around, like almost like they were looking for Gerald. And it's like, I guess they got tired of just searching because they're just like, let me just wipe out the dolphin population, because apparently dozens and dozens of dolphins have been recently washing up ashore,
How
I knew it. I fucking knew it. That Florida man that said he was kidnapped by dolphins was telling the truth this whole time. He was telling the truth but because he was telling the truth, them dolphins broke a law that the dolphins shouldn't have did. Dolphins cannot be kidnapping people.
Not
so
the dolphin
as
law.
a result of that,
No, yeah, I've seen a few videos about this, and then I had to freaking search it. Or here, is it back on my Google? Where did you look on my Google? Oh yeah. So yeah, and it's like legit. Like I was looking at articles, and like dozens of dolphins are washing.
Oh my God,
ashore.
it is legit.
And there's a bunch of news articles, and then there's different theories or different reasons, rather. Yeah, they're saying that people are now hunting them, so it's like, are people trying to like kill, like conspiracy theorists hunting them? That the water is off balance, so basically poisoning of the water, like some like tactical type shit.
Somebody's like can go out there and just like pour shit in the water, and they'll drink it up, swim in it.
Oh, so that's
really crazy.
Yeah, and it's like, And I've always heard crazy things. Like there's CIA, unclassified CIA documents you probably could find of like people not letting or of the government not wanting people to be around like dolphins too long, or
Yes.
because of
Oh yeah, like you were telling me, like trainers and stuff.
yes, like that they can't be around them for too long or something like that because their echolocation brain can like start communicating with you in a weird way. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of weird things about that. And if they freaking already came out and said the aliens come from the ocean, you would think a lot of these ocean species are aliens. So technically, they're animals, but they're technically, if they're from another planet, even octopus, they said that go ahead.
I was just gonna say, even going to the aquarium, like seeing dolphins in the dolphin show, like kind of is like trips me out because I'm like, how do they know? Yeah. Like how do they understand?
It's almost like what if dolphins are the true mermaids?
Wow,
like
that's
like,
true. It's
think,
the
half
conspiracies,
human, half
mermaids,
thing,
sirens.
Yeah, it's just like dolphins a true mermaid, or dolphins like the true like ape or gorilla, and then there is a more advanced mermaid type species. Yeah. We're diving into deep conspiracy here,
literally.
But like octopus, they said like it's not alien in the way you think, that there could have been a comet that hit Earth that had little microparticles of what started to be octopus, and then they evolved into octopus. So technically they're from another planet, but they're still animals here.
Jesus,
like
yeah, that's even crazy to think about, even if that's a possibility.
Yeah, well, what's not going to be a possibility is the metaverse. So 90 million? Yeah, 70 billion, so around 70 billion pounds, so around 90 million US, has been wasted on the metaverse.
What?
So the metaverse is no more. I remember hearing about the metaverse when they first were talking about it, and then I never ever heard about it again. Remember
they
when
had
people
this like whole like video on it that like showed like what it would be like or something like that. It was like you can have your own house and this and that. It was weird.
Yes, and remember when people were like buying land in the metaverse?
Yes. Oh
like,
my god.
I had a panic one.
What?
I had a panic one night. I was like, I gotta do this. I gotta figure out how to do this because this is like before it's hot. Like I thought this was gonna be the next big thing. Like I was like, I need to go, and I'm just glad I never did it. But I was like, I need to go and figure out how I can buy land in the metaverse.
Wow.
Oh my gosh! And then because that's what it was when the metaverse first came out. They literally looked like I need to stop saying literally. When the metaverse first came out, they looked like Wii characters. Yeah. And like it just like it was just like cut off at the waist.
Yes.
And so I think a lot of people like me assume like, oh, this is just like what they're showing. So in a few years, it's gonna get a lot better. It's gonna be like Ready Player One. It's gonna be so immersive. Life. And then all these years later, they haven't done shit with it, and it's like, well, just throw it away. 90 billion wasted that you could have used on anything else. But that's just how it goes.
Gift to charity.
Yeah. But
anything.
Yeah. And people are like, oh, well, how much money did you give? Their company should be allowed to spend money how they want. It's like, yeah, if I had 90 billion, yes, I would give so much away. But, hey, that's just me.
You suck!
I have food phobia, and today I'm going to be trying a bean and cheese burrito with my girlfriend, Emily.
I've never had a bean and cheese burrito.
Yeah.
They both have food aversions.
Oh, really?
They both have ARFID.
So she knows what it feels like.
It's a known condition.
We're together, so we should know
when you literally
what it
get
feels like, I guess.
stupid about food.
You got it. You got it. All right. I'm not eating it. No, I'm kidding.
Oh man, I feel like they're about to waste a good bean and cheese.
They are. Spoiler, they are.
I just got straight bread.
Me too. It was a pretty cheesy bite.
Bread?
Oh yeah, that's always a thing.
Yeah, the first bite is always tortilla.
Yeah, I would expect the first bite to be so good, but it's always
it's always the second or third. As we're saying, the second bite is the best.
This is disgusting. Look at this. It's literally,
Ew, the texture sucks.
I need a little.
It's not my drink.
Ew.
I don't understand it.
Ew.
It's just like a thing, like I guess your brain just
It's just, it's probably is something like in your brain.
Oh.
Does it really
like there's like, have you,
But I don't like it. I spit it out.
Beans are like a high energy.
But
I'm not even gonna try.
Damn flies. Just spit it out.
I know, lame.
She just spit her nose. What? No. Gotta get these flies.
The electric.
Damn flies, they come
the
out.
Electric fly swatters out, people.
They're attracted to the freaking bright lights. And the freaking every time we set up, these freaking lights attract every freaking outdoor insect like moss and flies.
I hate.
I
hate the
I know
weather.
that's why we're gonna set up those freaking tiki torches outside.
Yes.
The citronella keep them out.
Gotta get some tiki juice.
Some tiki juice. You're like, what is it called?
I just put tiki juice.
Like it's tiki
we
fluid.
Need tiki juice.
Like yeah, because regular tiki fluid is just for show, but you need the citronella.
Oh yeah,
that's
smell.
What gets all the.
That's what they hate.
Okay.
All right.
I feel like a mustard.
You feel like a Darth Vader.
Yeah. My
lightsaber.
Oh
man.
All right. Now you want to get out of here.
Bean and cheese.
Okay.
Get these bean and cheese haters out of here.
Yeah. Bean and cheese haters. Yeah. Should have went to Margie's. Then they would have liked it. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we're gonna have to save some of these topics for next week. Next week is a good catch-up episode.
Yeah.
We
ought to try and do one again during the week because remember we have guests next weekend.
Oh yeah. See, so maybe we'll double up. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll do this. Will be a two-parter. Double up, so we'll have one coming out sooner.
Yes. That is the Doordash.
That is the Doordash in the cinch. I hope that dude gets the tips.
Yes, I hope. Yes, that's like so genius. That's genius marketing.
Yeah.
I hope he's the highest paid DoorDasher. That is Doordash himself.
Mr. Doordasher. Oh, good.
Can I have a Whopper?
Why you always come in here and doing that dumb shit? You play too dang much. You play too much. Stop playing.
Can I get 2 of them, actually? 2 Whoppers?
He can't hear, but he can talk.
No cheese!
You sound real nice.
I'm hard at hearing. No.
He knows he's lying.
Right? That gives me, I don't know if you remember that bit from Dane Cook. When Dane Cook worked at Burger King.
Yes.
Yeah, people be like, Whopper.
Yes.
Whopper, no onion.
You literally showed me that. You're like, that's so nostalgic for you.
He's like, my ears are bleeding. This also gives this vibe.
Chicken barbecue sauce, half-pound chicken with barbecue sauce.
Did somebody say check?
Don't fucking play me.
Okay.
Get your food.
Okay.
I heard your ass early.
Okay.
I ain't no child.
That's literally like her daughter. When her daughter is just like constantly being bad and we're finally like, Delilah, stop. She gets in that mood. She's like, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Literally it reminds me of her.
Did somebody say?
Don't fucking play with me right now.
Shoot, we're gonna have to end it on that because that's a high note, and these other topics are getting a little crazier. So yeah, be prepared for that. Freaking these flies. Be prepared for that. We're gonna do a 2-parter this episode. So subscribe. Make sure you like and subscribe. Next episode coming out sooner than later. And yeah, you're gonna say it.
They're hitting our music, people.